And welcome to Aimless Zen or Yoga for Zen. And at the start of each yoga class, what we do is begin by looking at some verses or a verse from an amazing text about yoga called the Bhagavad Gita. And there are so many parallels between the Bhagavad Gita and Zen Buddhism. It even gives a whole chapter is dedicated to how to practice meditation. There are many helpful pointers there for us in how to meditate. Meanwhile, what we're doing here in this yoga class, we're studying both how the mind works and how to use the body in such a way that we are able to facilitate sitting still. That's really the purpose. That's the original intent of yoga, was so that the yogis could sit still in meditation. And so we're doing yoga practice as a means to help facilitate that in our body. So what we're doing is working on our spine. We're moving it in different directions. We are rounding it and lengthening it, twisting it, turning it. We're also stretching the legs, our hamstrings especially, so vital for creating healthy back. And we're also developing a strong upper back. But I would like to start out just by sharing with you a verse from the Bhagavad Gita and some commentary, my own commentary on it. So this is from chapter 4 called The Wisdom Yoga of Action and Renunciation. Because of ignorance, some people have no sincere belief and are constantly skeptical. They are ruined. A mind like that is unhappy in the present and the future. So I want to give some ideas about what is meant by ignorance. And from a Zen or Buddhist perspective, ignorance is not knowing who we truly are. Believing that what we are is simply this physical body and mind. And that when this body and mind perishes, we no longer are. But from a Buddhist perspective, what we are is our actions. We say that our actions are our only true belongings. And so we live on in our actions. Our actions have effect far into the future. And when we don't realize this, that itself is ignorance. When we don't see how our actions have a profound effect on our future, that is a kind of living in ignorance. And of course, it will lead to an unhappiness in the present and in the future. Because if we don't believe that what our actions are matters, then we're not going to care what we do right now. We're not going to care about the future. And when we don't care about now, we don't care about the future, then that leads us directly to a path of unhappiness. Right? So how do we improve our state of mind? It's by understanding how much our actions do have an effect on others. By seeing also our connection between what we do and how that affects other people. But also seeing that our actions leave an imprint on others, that our actions create others. Right? What we do creates the world around us. All right. So on that note, let's start out with our physical body and begin to work on opening it up so that it can be more receptive to these truths. When we don't feel well in our body, it's hard to think about how our actions may affect others. And so we start out with our physical body, kind of getting a feel for it, noticing it, sensing it, seeing where there's pain, and learning how to move in ways that help to open us up a little. So this gives you a little bit of a taste of what we do in this class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please join us. Thank you.